In this video, we're going to talk about Soh-Cah-Toa, which is something that you instantly recognize or you've never heard before. All right, so before you attempt this lesson, just make sure you're comfortable with the Pythagorean theorem. That's really the only thing you need before going into this. All right, so we'll start off with just some general exploration stuff. All right, we have similar triangles. So similar triangles are triangles whose angles are the same size. So this triangle, we have these two angles are the same. They both share that angle up there, and these two angles are the same. All right, so these are similar triangles. We're not going to get into an entire geometry discussion, but the important thing about similar triangles is that the ratio of their sides are the same. All right, so if I were to take AD as a length over BA, all right, so that's like the red angle to the blue angle, that'd be the same as AE over AC. All right, so just the ratio of the sides are the same. All right, so since the ratios of the sides of a triangle are constant, if the angles are the same, it's helpful to just give them a name. In math, whenever something comes up and it's the same over and over again, like pi, all right, it's helpful to give them a name. So these ratios of sides, we're going to call them sine, cosine, and tangent. So if you've never seen these before, they're just new definitions. They sound maybe interesting and weird, all right, but there's the names we're going to give these ratios of sides: sine, cosine, and tangent. All right, so they all depend on the angle, right? We were talking about it, these ratios are the same when the angles are the same, so we always need an angle to talk about when we're talking about sine, cosine, and tangent. And you can also see at the bottom here, we give them abbreviations. So sine, we just take the first three letters. Cosine, take the first three letters. Tangent, take the first three letters. All right, there's a couple other ones where you don't just take the first three letters, but these ones are the nice ones. All right, sine, cosine, and tangent. All right, they always rely on an angle A. So whatever angle we're talking about, in this case, this angle A. And then, like I said, we're just talking about the ratios of the sides because they're equal if the angles are equal. So sine is going to be this A value over this C value. All right, that ratio. Cosine is going to be this B value over this C value. All right, that ratio. Tangents A over B. And the way these definitions are written, the way right now, they're really hard to memorize. It'd be basically impossible to memorize these, but there is a little trick, and here's a trick. Then instead of just randomly labeling them A, B, and C, we're going to give these sides names. So the one we've already talked about with the Pythagorean theorem is the hypotenuse. So C is the hypotenuse. Okay. If you go across your triangle like that, you're on the opposite side of your triangle. All right, it's opposite from the angle that you're talking about. All right. And adjacent means next to, so this side is adjacent. It's next to the angle that you're talking about, right? We're talking about A. So we call that one adjacent. All right, adjacent's the one that's touching your angle that's not the hypotenuse. So always start off with labeling the hypotenuse first, then label the opposite side, and the last one's adjacent. Right. And this definitions tell us that sine is the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Cosine is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. Tangent is the adjacent side, or sorry, opposite over adjacent. So same definitions from last slide, but they're referenced a little bit easier. And even this would be really hard to recognize if we didn't have this fun mnemonic to say it. Soh-Cah-Toa. So Soh-Cah-Toa kind of rolls off the tongue really nicely, so it kind of is an easy thing to say and remember, and it's just 9 letters. All right, Soh-Cah-Toa, but it basically tells you all of these ratios. All right, the first letter tells you which of the ratios you're talking about. So S stands for sine, C stands for cosine, T stands for tangent. All right, so it starts with the same letter as what you're talking about, and then the next two tells you the ratio. So O for opposite, H for hypotenuse. The first one goes on the top, second one on the bottom. A is on top, H is on bottom, O is on top, A is on bottom. All right, so Soh-Cah-Toa basically tells you these 3 definitions and these 3 ratios without having to remember anything extra. All right, so now if we're given an angle like W, all right, the sine is so, the cosine is Ka, Oops, that should be an H. Soh-Cah-Toa. All right, so sine is so. So we need to identify the opposite and hypotenuse, but we just go through the same labeling process. All right, we're focused on this angle W. So the first one we're going to label is the hypotenuse. All right, that's across from the right angle. Now we're going to go all the way across our triangle, and that's going to be the opposite side. And the remaining one is the adjacent side. All right, so sine is so, opposite goes on top, hypotenuse goes on bottom. And a lot of times we can simplify these. These are both divisible by 3. It's going to be 5 over 13. All right, so that's the sine of W. Cosine of W. Once you have these things labeled, it's a lot simpler. Cosine is ca, so it's the adjacent side goes on top, and the hypotenuse goes on the bottom. These are also both divisible by 3, so it becomes 12 over 13. And the last one, tangent. Tangent is toa, so the opposite goes on top, and the adjacent goes on bottom. These are all divisible by 3, 5 over 12. Okay. So the ratios of these sides, it doesn't matter if this triangle were to be a little bit smaller or bigger. All right, the ratios of all these sides are the same. So the sine of this W angle is always 5 over 13. The cosine of this W angle is always 12 over 13. Tangent's always 5 over 12. All right, so this is what we're talking about when we're talking about the ratios of the sides of a right triangle. All right, and the only really other thing I could do to make these a little bit more difficult, remembering the definition is the kind of first thing you have to do. The other thing is just working together with the Pythagorean theorem. So if we're talking about the angle C, all right, whatever's in the parentheses is the angle. So we're talking about angle. All right, across from that here is the hypotenuse. Across from the angle is opposite, and this is adjacent. The only problem here is tangent is toa. Let me write it up here again just so we can remember. Tangent is toa, but we don't have a value for A, the adjacent side. All right, so we're going to have to find that using the Pythagorean theorem. All right, so we'll do that quickly. Remember the hypotenuse goes by itself. .30 squared is 900. 12 squared is 144. Now I want to solve this for A, so I need to subtract the 144 to the other side. Get 756. Now that I have A by itself, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. And A is the square root of 756, which is not a nice number. So we got to see if we can simplify this square root at all. All right, so 756, all right, is it divisible by any perfect squares? All right, 64 doesn't work. 49 doesn't work. 36 doesn't work. 36 does work. All right, so square root of 7 is 36 times 21. And the square root of 36 is 6. So 6 square root of 21 is A. All right, so what is my final answer going to be now that I have the value? The tangent of the angle C is toa, so I put the opposite side on top. And we put the adjacent side, which you just found, square root of 621. Or sorry, 6 square root of 21. All right, and again, if we're talking about the equation has those plus or minus answers. But since we're talking about the side of a right triangle, we just include the positive answer. All right, so I'll do one more example just because this one involves a square root, all right, but nothing's really going to change. We're talking about the angle C, so we're talking about this angle. So we'll label our sides first: hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. All right, so we're missing the opposite side. It's always a good idea to check that you're even going to need it because sometimes you don't. All right, we're doing Soh-Cah-Toa. Sine does need the opposite, so we are going to have to do the Pythagorean theorem. Hypotenuse by itself. All right, and the other two go together. All right, you could use O for opposite because that's what you're looking for, but O looks like a 0, so I'm just going to use an X here instead. So 9 equals 3 plus x squared. Remember, the square root and the squared cancel out, so that just gives me 3. I subtract 3 from both sides, and I take the square root of both sides. Actually, write that. I take the square root of both sides there, And 6 is not divisible by any perfect square, so it's fully simplified. And now I can write my final answer. Sine of c is the opposite side, which you just found, is the square root of 6. Again, we keep the positive because we're talking about the side of a triangle, and the hypotenuse is 3. All right, so that's our final answer there, the exact value of sine of c. All right, so here's the one for you to try on your own. Find the cosine of f in this problem. I'll show you the answer in 3, 2, 1. And the final answer you should get is that the cosine of f is 3 over 5. So we did the Pythagorean theorem. Right, the missing side is the hypotenuse, that's by itself. And we get 35 for that missing side. Put it into adjacent over hypotenuse, and you get 3 over 5 when you simplify. All right, so go ahead and practice this. All right, if you're comfortable with the Pythagorean theorem and you can just remember the mnemonic Soh-Cah-Toa, then you can do all of these problems.